Hello everyone, today I'm starting the new lesson 6.3 from Science Learner book, Cambridge Primary Science. Let's start 6.3 lesson, the phases of the moon. We are going to learn why the moon appeared to change shape, learn why the moon appears to move across the sky by describing the movement of the earth and moon. Let's just start. Draw a picture of the moon. Compare your picture with your friend pictures. How many different shapes moon you can see? What shapes is the moon? Tell your friend what you think. Obviously, the moon, not all the time, it's the shape of a circle. Okay, this is also the shape of the moon. It's starting from the first day. It's a little bit like the shape of C, like this, and then slowly it's get bigger and change in the half circle and then get bigger. So in 14 days, in 14 or 15 days, it's a complete a circle. And after 15 days, it's again coming backward. Okay, yani less than a circle. And 20, 22 days, it's again half. And then at the end of the month or 28 or 29 days, again it's a change into the shape of the sea. So there are different phases. The moon change shape in 28 or 29 days in a month. So basically, when you're making the shape, your friend shape, not most maybe same. If your friend making a circle, same like you, so it's similar. So there are some the vocabulary word like phase, northern hemisphere, waxing, waning, and southern hemisphere, rotate, Yabus, and crescent. And the phases of moon. In space, light from the sun only shines on the front half of the moon. Looking at the moon from Earth, we often see some of the dark half of the moon. So it looks as through the moon changes shape. So the different shapes are called phases. So different phases a moon it has in 28 or 29 days. Page number 168. When the moon is further away from the sun than Earth, we see lots of the light side and only a little of the dark side. This phase is called a gibbous moon. You can see here, orbit on the moon. Looking from the Earth, look, so the half part it's gone. So when the moon is the same distance away from the sun as Earth, away from the sun as Earth, we see half of the each side because actually this Earth and this sorry, the moon taking light from where from the sun. So as it's showing us, we will see some like this. So we can see half of each side. This phase is called a first quarter moon because it is a quarter of the way around it orbit. So it's look like what looking from the Earth we see like this the half of the moon. So it's obviously orbit around the moon. So orbit around the moon of the moon around the Earth. Okay, when the moon is close to the sun, you can see here, then here, then here. This is the third. So when the moon is close to the sun, closer to the sun than Earth, so we can see only a little of the light side of light side and lots of dark side. You can see the mostly it's dark, only a little like this tree shape. This one. So this phase is called a crescent moon. So little of the light side and the lots of dark side. So this is called a crescent. When the light side of the moon is getting bigger, we say this is waxing. When the getting smaller, we are saying this is waning. So the Earth has a northern and a southern hemisphere. You can see. So North Pole and South Pole, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So the phases of the moon look different from the northern and southern hemisphere, obviously, because the Earth here, the moon, and here it's not similar, so it's the different. The phases of the moon look different from the northern and southern hemisphere. Okay, there are 8 phases of the moon, and with different name. You should know if it's the new moon. It's coming only 15 to 20 minutes. Like if you have the new month, the month of any new month, you will see the new month started. This is the moon. The for first day, it's only 15 to 20 minutes. It's showing on the sky. So this is the new moon, not visible very much. After this, little bit the second day moon, the third day from 1 to 5th day. So this is like this one. Then first quarter, then waxing gibbous, then full moon, then waning gibbous because it start decreasing until 14 days. It's come down. Then last quarter, then waning crescent. So this is northern and this is southern. You can see northern and southern have the difference because it's all the opposite sides. So you will need a bright light and a white ball on a stick if you want to do the activity. You can see she's catching a stick with the ball, and you can see the shade or the dark on the back, the area which will show the exact activity like to see the moon. So you can do this in home. Sophie is modeling the faces of moon as she turned. The ball make a circle around her head. She's side of the ball is always in the light. As she turned, she can see different amount of light side of the light side and the dark side in the picture. So let's move to the next page, 171. So Sophia is modeling the face of moon as she turned. The ball makes a circle around her head. One side of the ball is always in the light. As she turns, she can see different amount of light side and dark side. In the picture, she can also see the waning crescent moon. So different phases if, as she moving the ball, so you can see the different side of the moon. So moon rise and moon set, east and west. Moon rise and moon set, like sunset and sun rising, like this moon rise and moon set. The moon rises in the east and moves across the sky and set in the west. So just like the sun, this is not because the moon is moving, this is because the earth is actually moving. So we say it rotates. The earth rotates once every day. So because the moon orbit the earth, the time that the moon rise and the time it sets is a bit later every day. So the moon can be up in the day or the night, but it is harder to see in the day because of sunlight. It is not visible mostly. So after 5 o'clock or near to Maghrib time, okay, so you can see uh, the moon in the sky. But during the daytime, it's not visible very much. Think like a scientist too. Making a moon diary, you will need a table to record your observation. So you can see here the timing 4:20 p.m., 12 p.m., 5:21 a.m. and different times you will see the sky. You will record. Make a moon diary by trying to observe and draw a moon every day. So it's upon you. You will write for a month or for For a week, according to you, you will need to write on the diary, and if you cannot write it, just to make the shape with the day and time. So if it's cloudy, you cannot obviously see. So it's like on you, it's cloudy weather, it's rainy, you cannot see. So in a day, every day, you will need to write in the table. Okay, boys, like this we finish 6.3. The next video will start the next lesson. Goodbye.